Hey honeys, so I'm here today to show you how to take your lace from these nasty black knots and make it look so natural and luxurious like this. Yes, honey. Okay, so if you're interested on how to bleach your knots to perfection, stay tuned. So to start with, you need a brush and a rat tail comb. You'll need a bowl for your bleaching developer to go into, as well as gloves, safety first. Also, you're going to need 40 volume developer of your choice, as well as Fanola No Orange. It counteracts the brassiness that you may run into. Also, some Got To Be Glued spray and Adore Royal Navy. You can get this from any beauty supply store in your area, along with your bleach. I use the L'Oreal Quick Blue. I start first by applying my gloves. Again, safety first. You don't want to walk around with the busted hands, but the nice lace. Okay, so protect your hands at all costs by any means necessary. So now that we've gotten that out the way, we're going to proceed. So first you're going to take your lace and you're going to spray it with your Got To Be Glued spray, because we got to keep those flyaways out the way, baby. We don't want highlights today. We want our hair out the way. Got to be out the way, baby. So go and spray that on. Brush your hair back, any little flyaways out the way to protect them from the bleach. And then you just let it sit afterwards and wait until it get hard. I'm not going to say it's a certain time frame, but just you could touch it and you'll feel once it becomes hard. And yeah, so once that is done, then we're ready to bleach. So you're going to take your bowl and your brush along with your 40 volume developer and then your bleach. So I use 1.5 cups of the bleach, and then I mix it with the developer. The reason I'm using 40 is because since COVID, child, this lace, honey, these knots have been so stubborn. So either way, you want to take your bleach and your developer and mix it. I know you've heard some people say, oh, you want it a toothpaste consistency. You want it thick, basically, but not too thick because you don't want it to not work. So not too liquidy to where it's going to run through your lace, but still thick enough to where it works effectively. And after I take my Adore Royal Navy and I put 2 drops of it in there just to add more blue. The more blue you have, it counteracts the orange. Sometimes you might see people walk around with like an orange lace, child. Not hot. Okay, so add that, and then what I'm going to do is add a little bit more developer after that. Because I just know the consistency from doing this over time. And then after you mix it up, make sure you mix that blue Adore dye in there good, so where you don't get one patch that's going to have like a super blue spot on your lace. Not cute. All right, so let's mix it up, get it a nice thick consistency. Make sure there's no clumps or lumps, because we want this to work, and bleach those knots. Okay, let's bleach those knots. So next you're going to take your wig or your lace or whatever you're bleaching today, honey, and you're going to apply your bleach and developer to it. Now, when I do this, you don't want to press too hard into it. You want to put a little excess onto your brush, and then after spread it out from there. I start from the back and then I proceed to the front of the lace. And mind you, you don't want to get the front part of your lace with any bleach on it. Let that stay. You know, like your grandma said, let that be, because the back of the knots take longer to bleach. So I put it on there and I let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. Again, do not touch that front, because those will bleach faster. After you've waited your 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how your knots turn in the back, then you go in and add your bleach mixture to the front portion of your hair. I let it sit for 30 to 45 minutes and just keep an eye on it. That orange you see in the front is what you want for your knots. Okay, so just keep your eye on your lace. Make sure it's not turning too orange all over, but you still want to see some type of change. Okay, so after that, we're going to rinse it off, as my grandmama would say, honey. So you're going to turn your water on, get it warm. Some people use cold water, either one. Just rinse it off, child. Go and rinse it off, honey. So when you see that orange, or you might see yellow, don't freak out. That just means your bleach did what it's supposed to do. So we don't want that. Some people, they stop here and let it dry off, and that's why they walk around with the orange head, baby. Be walking around looking like Chucky. We don't want that. So rinse off all your bleach, and what we're going to do is add our Fanola No Orange. This has blue in it, basically to fight off that brassiness. Now, I was bleaching another wig at the time that the lace came out a little more yellow, so I used purple. Just know, ladies, that purple shampoo is for if you have yellow, and the blue is for if you have orange, because those colors counteract the others. And either way, after letting it dry and rinsing it off, because I let it sit on there for 15 minutes, this is the result you get. So you let your shampoo, the blue or the purple, whichever, for the color your lace comes out, let it sit for 15 minutes and rinse it off. And this is the results. So it's already looking natural. Yes, honey. You can't be God-given, honey. This is what you want your lace to look like. So after it dries, this is what it will look like. Yes, honey. Oh, wow. So proud of myself. So either way, next we got to cut our lace. So what you're going to do, you're going to take your scissors. Some people might use a razor. Some use like zigzag scissors. But either way, whatever you can to cut. I prefer scissors because I have more control versus a razor. I start in the middle and I cut straight up first. And then after, you want to cut to one or the other sides in a zigzag pattern. So this is what I do. Just cutting and cutting. And then after, when I get to that little tab, if you glue your lace down, I don't do that. But some people that do, they'll use that little piece on the edge for extra security with their glue. But again, I wear glueless wigs. I don't do all that glue on my hair. So I'm going to cut it off. And sometime when you have your tint, or some people use makeup, their lace tint, then you could just spray it and they'll blend it in. However, when I get to the end, I'm going to brush my hair down and it'll cover the tabs anyway, and we'll be good to go. So yeah, this is how you get that nice no black in your lace, no over bleached, just nice natural lace, nice natural knots. And this is the final results once I'm done. So I'm not really big on the baby hairs, but I do like a little razzle dazzle going on. So I hope you like it. I also included a picture at the end in the natural light as well, so you can see this actually works. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And yes, honey.